Hello, 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 everyone. Happy Winning Wednesday. I hope everybody is doing well. It is April Halliburton here from Offer HR and Business Solutions. I hope your day is off to a fantastic start. Mine is doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good getting things done, picking things up and putting them down. And so I want to say hello and welcome you to the show. We are dropping in, running behind schedule this morning, unfortunately. But we are here now. Our mantra, folks, is business can be like a circus, so don't let HR be the elephant in the room. We are dropping in to talk about a couple things today. We have our 133 resources, tools to make your HR life more effective. But before we get started, how are you? How's your day going? How's your Winning Wednesday going? I hope you're doing great. Getting ready for the holiday season because it is upon us, and it can be a stressful time, but we're getting through it, right? Make sure you are practicing self-care during the holiday season, and spending some downtime with your family and friends. Okay, don't work all through it. Do some fun stuff. We got a couple things that we have going on at All for HR Business Solutions, but we'll talk about that in a bit. First, let's talk about our resource. Our number 19, is it 19? Yeah, 19 resource, which is Kiss Flow. I like the name. That is our 19th HR resource. We have our the 133 resources, which are performance management resources, HR information systems, recruiting resources. What else? Background check references, collaboration tools. It has a host of different resources that you will find very, very useful. And that the link spit it out is in the cap is down here for you to download that free resource. It is a guide. It is 133 HR resources to make your HR life more efficient. That's what it's called, and it is a guide. It's something in there for everyone. Okay, so check it out, download it, and let me know what you think. So the resource that we're talking about today is called Kiss Flow. Okay, that's our 19th HR resource. So you have to check it out and go back and look at some of the other resources. We're talking about a resource every day. Excuse me, that's on the list. And so KissFlow has a lot of aspects. It has a lot of different functionalities. And they have the human resource, procurement, finance, administration, and operations, customer support, sales. So they have like the CRM system, marketing. A lot of these a lot of the HR information systems are kind of branching out, right? So that they are being able to compete. So the thing to keep in mind, I always say though, is that make sure it's something that's meeting your needs. Okay. We have a tendency to see all of these bells and whistles, and it's like, it has all of these buttons and all these functionalities, which are really great, right? If you need those, right? There are a lot of them, most of them, will, you can upgrade or not, or, if don't want to use all of their functionalities, you can, or you don't have to. And so that's the really good thing about it, is that you can add features and you can take features away. And that's on most of all of them. Especially if you're doing like the monthly, some of them, if you do the annual subscriptions, excuse me, some of the annual subscriptions, they'll like prorate it if you decide I want to downgrade, depending on the platform that you are using. So this one, ClipFlow, is very, very, very affordable, and it has app builder, dashboards, integration, process designers, has a host of things. And so again, keep that in mind, that you don't want to be paying for things that you don't want or you don't need. But they really, really offer a lot. Let me get back to here. Where'd it go? Okay, so it offers the HR aspect, which is like performance management, onboarding, things like that. And where was I at? Okay. And so it does the HR, does like the whole HR thing. It's kind of limited, so it's not like it more so, it doesn't, they don't offer, it does not offer payroll, okay, but it does offer like performance management, surveys, and things like that. I'm trying to find out where I was here. Hold on a second. Let me get back to here. Okay, so here. So it does the employee onboarding, performance management, travel requests, COVID-19. So they offer a lot of knowledge, information, updated knowledge and information about the COVID expense reimbursement, help desk. And so it's not a full HR information system, but it does offer a lot of functionalities. As far as like the day-to-day operations, I don't think it's really, it's more so if you want to add on with your performance management and things like that. But what I do like about it is that it does have a lot of different functionalities. So you can use it for your HR, finance, administration and operations, customer service, sales, which is like the customer relationship management piece, marketing, products, and things like that. So check it out. It may be something that you might want to add on. The one thing that I noticed is that they didn't have it doesn't offer the, like you can do like notes for on your employees and things like that. But it does, like I said, does have like the performance bonuses on, if you want to see what the performance bonuses are for a particular industry, that they have that functionality. Performance management, again, training, feedback. So if you want to do training, and things like that. So it has some functionalities, but as far as like for a small business, I think ClipFlow is good for more like an add-on, as opposed, because it does have a lot of it does integrate with a lot of other software packages. So ClipFlow is something that you may want to check out. It has a lot of templates and things like that, like for onboarding. They have the templates that you can use to kind of set your onboarding service system up. And their benefits, they outsource. So if you want to manage your benefits through them, they're outsourced through different companies. So it has a lot of different templates. So that's a good thing. So just, check it out. It may be good for some. I think it's more so in terms of an add-on, though, as opposed to day-to-day operations. And, my whole premise is that you kind of want to have a, one platform for everything, as opposed to going to one platform for this one and one platform for that and things like that. So check it out. Kiss Flow, just like it's spelled, KISSFLOW, and check it out. See what you what you think about it. If you check it out, be sure to let me know. Okay. If you have some questions on questions for a software you may be looking for, be sure to drop them below and let me know. And I'll definitely get some answers for you. Okay. So that's what we have. Kiss Flow is the one that's the HR information, HR information system that we're featuring today on for our 133. There's 133. So we're getting started. We got a ways to go, but we're gonna get there, right? So now let's jump right quick over to some questions of some things that I've been researching for the year, the end of the year. And in terms of getting knowledge and information out to clients and the audience, small business, small mid-sized community, we've been taught. One of the things I've been looking at is a lot of the percentage of companies that fail due to either no HR or a small degree of HR. And keep in mind that depending on the type of on the company that you're in, or the company that you have, one company will not need all of the functionality that another company will need. Keep that in mind. But there's certain aspects that if you have employees, you're going to need them across the board. Okay, you're going to need them across the board. 29% of small businesses fail because they run out of cash. Okay. And how does HR help companies in terms of their monitoring their cash? So in terms of the top expenses are, for business, are insurance, taxes, and of course employees. And so if you're not strategic with your HR, if you're not using your HR strategies and things like that, it'll go amok. Your company will go amok, especially when it comes times for your employees. If you don't have use your HR resources, or expert or HR company or whoever you're using to make sure you're getting the best deal with in terms of insurance for your company. And of course, managing your employees, making sure that the right payroll taxes are done, right? That they're done correctly and they're filed timely and things of that nature. So that's the one thing that you have to keep in mind. If you don't have an HR expert that you're looking at or that you are conversing with that's supporting you, is what I mean, you're setting yourself up for a lot of heartache and headache. And so think about it, really give it some thought on, how productive is your company and your employees? If you have employees, how productive are your employees? How happy are your employees? Okay, or not? So those are thoughts that you really want to take a look at. It's, as I said, that as you get ready for a new year, it's important that you know where you've been. So there are things that you really are going to have to take a look at, in terms of your company, to get ready for a better year. We want to get better and better and better, right? Every year. So you want to be able to go back and assess things like, what's your tight turnover high? And if so, why? These are questions that you have to ask and answer. Why was our turnover so high? Okay. Those are questions you have to ask. They're very difficult questions, but they're questions nonetheless. And they're questions that are going to have to be answered in terms of getting you ready for your next year. Okay. Because if you have a high turnover, you don't want a high turnover for 2023 and 24, right? So you want to nip that in the bud. You want to know why are we losing employees so fast? Do we have an onboarding program? Are we, what are we doing? Why are our employees leaving? Okay. One of the reasons also that companies, the HR reasons that a company can fail is efficient hiring. We talk about, when you bring on, your onboarding process starts the moment you start preparing your job description. That's when it starts. Okay. The moment you start, when you start, doing your job description, are you reflecting on your brand? Are you, making your brand, relevant? Are you talking? Are these the things that you are doing? What are you doing to attract the right candidates? Things such as letting them know where you stand as a business owner, what community projects you support. Do you offer a diverse community or workforce? Are you practicing diversity, equity, and inclusion in your business, or are you putting your head in the sand when it comes to that? Do you, when you bring on a person, in terms of your hiring process, that begins again when you start your business, not your business, but when you get that job description together and you post it, right? And you're making sure that you're creating an inviting culture when when you're looking for new employees, because that's what they're going to look at. They're going to go back and review and see, do you have bad reviews? What are people saying about you, your business? So these are things that you have to know, in terms of maintaining and growing a workforce. When you hire someone, it doesn't start the moment you interview. It starts when you start advertising and when you bring them in. How is their interview process? And are you feeding your new hires to the wolves, right? Are you starting them and then letting go, not checking back in 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, 6 months to see what they're doing, how they're doing? These are things that help you as a business owner or HR professional to grow your workforce. If you don't have a strong HR, a lack of HR, that will affect your morale. Face it, that your HR person, your HR manager or your consultant or whoever's doing that aspect of your business or business partner, whoever that is, they know the things to do to get your morale up. You can't let it go unnoticed. Okay. And lack of HR can also affect your business. It can your clients. If you don't have pleasant employees working for you, they are answering your phones rudely. They're being rude to your clients. They're not answering the phones. They're having to stay on the lines for long times and things like that, those things cause you to lose business. Okay, so if you don't have the right staff members that are hired by your HR person, it'll affect your business in terms of your clients. Okay. So, let me know what your thoughts are. Um, if you're watching on the replay, what's one of the things that you've noticed in your business this year that you need help on? Okay, what questions do you have? Do you have a high turnover rate? I know recruiting and hiring has been a huge challenge, not just for small businesses, but for across the board. It's been a challenge. Okay, so let me know below, what's your biggest challenge? HR challenge that you faced in 2022, so that can put things together to alleviate that challenge in 2023. Okay, let me know. Okay, let me know which one is it. What is it? A lot of it has been retention. That I've heard that a lot, recruiting and retaining. Okay, so we're going to go over that. We're getting ready. We have getting your optimizing your HR for 2023. That'll be out. It's supposed to be out yesterday yesterday, but it'll be out today. We had some technical issues, but that workshop, 3-hour workshop, is how you're going to get your HR ready for 23. You'll have a hands-on plan that you'll put together that will be directly applicable to your business. Okay. And it's a 3-hour workshop. That workshop is $299. And it's going to be good. Great. A great interactive workshop. It is virtual. Our next one next year, I think we'll do on site. But this year we're online. Okay. So that's what we have today. We talked about how to, what kind of problems you will face without HR. And let's have a conversation. Okay. You'll be sure to, if you're interested in our HR program, just drop HR Foundation down below and someone will reach out and we'll talk about that. We have a special there for $37.50 for that one. That one is the employee handbook. Your onboarding program will be put together and branded, your employment package. And then there's training for your onboarding program, training for the employee complaint system, performance management, and progressive discipline. So those are trainings that we will be that are included in that program. You don't want to miss it. It is on sale for $37.50 for the holiday season, to get your HR ready for the new year. Okay. And again, if you want to join us for that, let us know below. HR 2023 workshop, and you'll be able to sign up for that tomorrow. Okay. So again, I hope everybody's doing well. Drop your HR questions. Don't forget about Friday, Freedom Friday HR question. Tomorrow we are going to be on the air at 12:30. And next week we have the fabulous Dee Lockett is going to be on next week. She's going to be talking about getting your marketing ready for 2023. So look forward to having Dee on the show again. She's been on before and she's absolutely phenomenal. She knows her stuff. So listen, have a wonderful Wednesday. Okay. Enjoy your day. Don't forget, business can be like a circus. Don't let HR be the elephant in the room. You can follow us on Tumblr at All for HR. You can follow us on Twitter at All for HR. You can follow us on Instagram at All for HR. We on Facebook at All for HR Business Solutions. Okay. And oh, don't forget that you can join our small business our human resource management success hub. That's our Facebook group. That's our free Facebook group. If you're a business owner or HR professional, you'll want to join the group. We're really growing it and have some great resources in there. And yep, that's what we have. That's what we have today. So listen, have a fantastic Winning Wednesday. And remember to be kind. All right. Stay safe. And happy Winning Wednesday. I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a great one.